Hi, hello. I'm Red or Redovan, and before I start, I need to say that I had almost not posted this video because of anxiety, but I didn't have time to draw any new silly videos, so I have to be brave and record voiceover so I could edit this until Friday evening to post. I apologize if this feels rushed in any way, and you're probably gonna hear background noises because of my hamster and my dog, and I apologize for that too. Anyways, what's this? I want to start a series and call it Creative Explorers. This is so I can share my journey of exploring different creative outlets while I try to find something that I enjoy and maybe even stick to. In turn, I hope that maybe someone else will be able to discover themselves in something they may have never even considered trying. For this first video of Creative Explorers, I decided to explore the creativity in VRChat. Now, I don't like VRChat specifically for the community it has. I'm not saying that there aren't people you can normally interact with in the community. However, I am saying they're very hard to find. Also note, this game is supposedly rated 13+. However, I wouldn't recommend trying to enter the space without being at least 18 or even 20 years old. But I still decided to try VRChat's creative options as someone who likes to go into private VR lobbies and just explore worlds with friends or solo. With that out of the way, what's VRChat, I hear you ask? In my definition, VRChat is an online virtual platform, kind of like games such as Club Penguin, Animal Jam, Roblox, just minus any kind of moderation, and it usually takes place in VR and uses voice communication with other players. At its core, it's just a social interactions game. So, let's get started. VRChat has a few forms of creativity. User-made worlds, custom-made avatars, painting, building, and probably more that I haven't discovered yet. But I gotta choose one, as this video is just one video. And well, considering that I draw, I decided to go for VR painting. Yeah. I'll be taking a look at 3 different worlds and sharing my experience painting in those worlds. At the end, I'll rate them from the most enjoyed to least enjoyed, and I'll give my overall rating for the experience I had in VR painting as a creative outlet. After that, I hope to maybe hear from y'all, like maybe some of y'all tried it, or you have any thoughts on the overall idea of painting or doing stuff in VR. So this is the first world that got me inspired to do this. It's a very casual painting world. We have a massive brush, a little bit of a smaller brush, a flat brush. And then we have the palette. Wait a minute. And then I proceeded to jump right into the piece. The palette, as I learned, actually has 2 sides. One side set for colors, the other side to make your own colors. As you see when I'm putting down the sky, it's going on in small dots. There is no color fill or anything for this world. You're just using the brush the same way you'd use it in real life. Oh, whoops. Okay, I no longer have that paint. That's fun. I'll start doing this then. Wait, no. Okay, I gotta blend. How do I blend? Do note the side where you pick your own colors does not let you save the color, so don't do what I did and pick a color you want, use it, and only switch when you 100% know you won't need that color anymore. This world has no blending options, so the only way to blend was to make a color that was in between the darker and the lighter color. And now, while making this art, I don't know what I'm doing. Help. I'm gonna restart. Okay, I'm just gonna do a basic blue sky, and then I'm gonna blend it out a bit into blue, and then we're just gonna... Because I keep restarting from the same... Wait a minute. There's a clear canvas function down here. Red, what are you doing? Clear the canvas. Okay. Yeah, I was remembering some stuff from this world when I was messing around with my friends, so you're gonna see me stumble around quite a bit. I just realized I reversed the colors. You know what? We're gonna turn those into clouds. We're YOLOing. That's the... I mean, that's... That doesn't look like brown. Also, I just realized this is blocking the view. This is also blocking the view. Get out of here. That's not brown. That's gray. Anyways, this is what I made. I'm quite happy with that. I mean, from close up, there's parts of it that look okay. Like, all of this looks better close up than it does from far away, but the top part looks better on the camera more than it does the other way around. For this first world, I can't say it's bad. However, I also can't say it's amazing. I'm sure there are better worlds to paint in, but for the simplest concept, I'd say this did the job. I did have my fair share of fun, even if I messed up a lot during the sky part, as you saw. If you're used to how MS Paint works with no blending or layers, then I'd say this world is pretty fun. So this is the little canvas thingy, which is very, very nice. I really enjoy it. And this is the brush that we're gonna be using, and the world is so laggy that my VR headset is freaking out. But I'm gonna try and do a Bob Ross style painting, and it's gonna be a winter frost. Cause like, okay, well this is gonna be easy, right? We're mixing red and yellow. Oh god, Bob, why do you do this to me? Oh god, the lag is just... it's not... Okay, minus points because of the lag that I'm currently getting from this world. This is awful. Here's me already talking about the lag and how I'm gonna do a Bob Ross painting. Oh, she has yet to find out how horribly this is gonna go down. World would be awesome if they gave the option to wash out your brush. Because right now there's like, you see... You guys aren't seeing anything. No, it's this. Yeah, it's not. It's not it. That's. Yeah. I was complaining a lot in this one, mostly about the lag, also some headset freakouts, probably because it had already been running for a while before this. You know, here where I live in this country, we have those very low quality and cheap little paint mixing supplies, and this is literally what that feeling is like. This is literally, I hated those. There was just like watercolor items, and you could find them on you can still find them on every single shelf in school kit supplies. This is kind of working like water. I just realized this is water. Oh my god. This is working like watercolors. Cause like, I was like, why is this paint doing this little funky thing on the mountain? It's because it's watercolors. It's working like watercolors. Ah yes, the moment I figured out the main reason for my painting problems. A good learning lesson to test your worlds, not just on desktop but also in VR before using them in a video. Okay, so this is what Bob has, and this is what I have. I am looking at this very close up. Again, from a small away view, it actually looks pretty funky and cool. Okay, so, I messed up here. I had gone in with only having tested this world on my computer, aka desktop VRChat. I saw you could mix the colors and went, oh, yo, it's like oil paints. It was in fact not like oil paints, it was watercolors. And I used Bob Ross. So the mess up is completely on me, but I will say if you can get past the lag in this world or have a very beefy computer, this world is pretty neat. For the equivalent of this experience in non-VR, it will literally be either get a digital art program that lets you paint in watercolors, or just piece of paper, brush, watercolors. Boom. The experience. There's not much to say here, so I'll be very short. This world didn't have any layer options like the other two, obviously, so I just messed with some tools and began painting a tiny cityscape. I even got a bit fancy with the shadows and highlights. I made this little cityscape here and I really like the piece. This one I just recorded after hopping onto my PC. I used a mouse for the entire process, and honestly, I like to do pixel art, so this was a very enjoyable experience. If you ever tried to make pixel art or draw on a 64x64 canvas, that is basically the experience you get. For the equivalent of this, for non-VR, grab your drawing software, make a 64x64 canvas, and use a pixel brush or a dot brush if you're a Clip Studio Paint user like me. So with all three worlds explored, here's my rating. At the top I have to put the pixel art world. For me this just can't be beat. I love pixel art. I'm very biased. In the second spot I'd put the first world. The tools were great, there's no lag, it's very simple, but for me it feels too much like an actual canvas. And when that's the case, I kind of want the brushes to mix together instead of having the plate pop on like it does in MS Paint. In the last place, I put the watercolor world. Don't get me wrong, love the fact there are watercolors in VR, but I really wish for more when it came to the experience. The brush could have used some fine-tuning as it did glitch out a bit during the process. However, it was neat that you could blend colors using it. I love the watercolors palette you saw me using. You could blend colors on top of it and then use those blended colors on your canvas. But the reason for last place is mainly how sick I felt after painting in this world, and well, the obvious lag I was complaining about. If those two things would have been taken out, I may have even put this in first place above the pixel art world. But that's my roundup. Have you ever tried any of these worlds before? Or do you want to try them? If so, I'd be curious to hear how your experience goes and how you would rate these worlds. And that is it for this part of Creative Explores. What did I learn? Maybe VR painting isn't for me, but pixel art is pretty fun. And with that takeaway, I end this. I may or may not disappear off the face of the internet after uploading this. So if you get a response a week or a month after, yeah. See ya.